I'm going to be making a hanging wall art today using these gorgeous Four Seasons DTF stickers. So I think that one's spring, summer, autumn and winter. So they will go down there like that, along down there. So I've mixed up some resin. I'll just turn this round the other way, that'll be easier for you to see. So I've mixed up some resin and I'm just going to add to that, just keeping the background really simple. I don't even know where I got this from, but it's just a sparkly white mica powder. So I'm just going to put a fair amount of that in and then get this mixed in. So I'll quickly get this mixed up and then I'll see you back for pouring. That's all mixed up now, so I'm just going to put that into the mould. Nice and simple today, nothing too hard, nice and beginner friendly. So I'm just going to take that round that handle there, and I'm going to leave some space for a top coat. So I think that would probably be enough actually. I've got a little bit left over there, and then I'm just going to give it a quick torch with a cigarette lighter. Pop any of those bubbles and I'll find something for this leftover resin and then I'll see you back for the next bit. This is all cured up now, so time to put the UV DTF stickers on. And I want to start with this one at the top. So I want that to be about there, but I'm a bit concerned if I put that down straight away, I might lose the seal on the edge there. So I think I'm going to place that over the top and get it roughly where I sort of want it to be, probably about there, and then draw around this shape here and see how that looks. So that would go in there like that. So I'm just going to cut out round this shape, and hopefully it won't be too different from the inside measurement. So just cutting around there. Fingers crossed this works. Right, so yep, that should be okay. So I'm just going to peel off this back end and get this off. Like that. And I'm just going to peel it away that much, I think, to begin with, and get that lined up. And then place that down into there. And then I can remove the rest of it. Where's my little squeegee gone? There it is. And then work that down. And then just give that a good press all over. And then with the DTF stickers, you do need to remove that top bit of film. So I'm just going to peel that top layer off, losing that little leaf there. So just give it another little rub down. No, it's coming off anyway, so I'll leave that one to come off, I think. That one needs another little rub. Just want to be really careful with this, because like I say, I don't want to lose that seal around the edge of the tray. So let's, oh, some of these top sheets that you have to pull off are really tough, and others come off really easy. Right, oh, there, last it came off really well. Right, so that's my first one down, and then the next one I want to do is this one. So let's just make sure that one there, and then that one there. So same again, I'm going to cut off that bit there, I think. So again, I'm just going to draw around that shape and then see how that looks. Yes, I like that, I think. So same again, cut that bit away. And then peel that. Oh, that one came off easier, didn't it? Peel that back a bit. And then line that up where I want it. I think that would be okay there. Push that down and then give that one a good squidgy. And get any bubbles out of that. And then take that top layer off. Hopefully it won't take off that one that I've already put down. Shouldn't do. God, these ones are really tough. So if you see any bits that are coming up with the clear film, just give it another little rub and then pull it away. God, this one's really tough. Oh, there. So that's how it's looking at the moment. So I'm just going to do the same for the other two. So I'll pop you on a quick fast forward while I do the last two. So that's all my trees down, and so next I want to do another top coat of resin over the top, and then after I've done that I've got some crushed glass. I've got some green for that one, some pink for that one, some orange for that one, and some blue for that one. So I'll add that after I've done a top coat over this. So I'm just going to go and mix up some resin, and then I'll be back for pouring. I've mixed up some resin, and I'm just going to add to that some of the Diamond Sparkle Marabou ink. So I think just a couple of drops maybe of that into there. Let's just do a couple more. Yeah, let's see how that looks when it's mixed in. Do I need a bit more? I think I probably do actually. Right, let's just put a generous helping of that in. Have to be careful with that ball bearing, and mine seems to get stuck and the ink doesn't come out. Oops, oh it is now, there we go. Right, let's get that mixed in, and then We'll give this all a nice top coat. Right, let's just pour this all over. And then hopefully I've made enough to dome it. Just go around that little handle edge there. I think I'll be alright actually. I think I made up 200 mil. Seems okay. I'll probably have left over now I've said that. Nearly there, I think. And if you go down to eye level, you'll be able to see if it's got a nice dome on it or not. So let's just give that a quick check. Yes, that's looking okay. Right, I have got a little bit left over, so I'll find something for that. And then I'll see you back when this is cured. This is all cured up now, and with the leftover resin I had with the, what's it called, the diamond sparkle, I just made some flowers. So there's one, quite a few here, that one, and that one, that one, really pretty. I don't know if you can see the sparkle in there. Maybe if I try and hold it without my glove. No, probably can't. Right, next one. That one's pretty. And that one there, little sunflowery type flower. And another one of those. And I poured the little heart mould. So that's those all done. Right, so let's just pop this one out. Get that end bit out of there. There we go, pop that to one side. So there's all those beautiful trees there. And because I want this to hang on the wall instead of being like a tray, I'm going to add some texture to it. So I'll start off with the top one with the green, and I'm going to be using some of the Let's Resin UV bonding resin, and I'm just going to put some of this down on around that green tree there, and then sprinkle some of these green crushed glass over the top, and then cure that. And this is the little torch that comes with the bonding UV. So I'm just going to go over that. It does cure really quickly, about 10 seconds. So I'm just going to cure this one and then flick off any bits that haven't been sat on any of the UV. Right, let's tip the extra ones off, and then we can see if we need to add some more anywhere. So I've also got these other plastic crystals. Well, they're not crystals, they're just plastic beady things, and I thought I'll add a couple of those on as well. One there, let's put one in there, and then maybe one up the top there, and then cure those in. So I'm going to do the same thing for all the other colours. So I'll put you on a fast forward while I do that. that's those all attached now. So that's how it's looking from the side there. So I'm just going to give them an extra little cure under the big lamp, and then I'll be back to do the next bit. This is all fully cured now, and I did add some more little stones up the top there. So that's how it's looking. Show you from the side there. Right, so I've made some tassels in the colours of the trees. So I've got green, orange, blue. So I'll just show you how I made those quickly. So I've got these jewellery pins, and I'm just going to thread on the pink bead at the bottom, then a spacer bead, then another pink bead, spacer bead, and a pink bead. So I've just got that bar poking up the top there. So I'm just going to bend that bar at an angle and then twist that around to make a loop. It will stop spinning. So there we've got like a loop at the top there. Just pull that in a bit tighter, like that. So you've got a loop top and bottom. Then I'm going to take a jump ring and then split that. So you want to do that by twisting it that way and not that way. So open that up, and then I'm going to add a little pink tassel at the bottom there, and then close that back up. And then I'm going to do the same on the top by adding another ring at the top. Is that the size that I used? Yeah. So again, open that one up, twisting it, and then I'll put that through that top ring and then close that up. So that's my 4 tassels all done. So next I've got some dupe, is it dupe cord? I think that's what it's called. And then I'm just going to thread the beads or the little tassely things that I've made through here. Just pop them through the loops at the top. So that's those all on there. And then I'm going to attach those to the top of my wall art thing. Let's just turn that around a bit. So they would dangle at the top there. So first of all, I'm going to tie a knot in the top to hold those in place. So double knot there. So that's those at the top. Give that a tighter pull. And then I'm just going to add another loop to that at the top there to hang it from. Give that a good tight pull. And then chop off that excess. There. So we've got those little dangly bits there, and then something to hang it by. So that's how it's looking all finished. So thank you ever so much for watching my video today, and stay tuned for the pictures at the end, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.